Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And as you guys can see, I do like using smartwatches as a satellite paired to my devices to be able to get notifications on. So that is like, just like right now, that is like the major number one thing that I use a wearable tech like this. And the second reason is basically to track my fitness, right? My sleep, my exercises, get my blood oxygen readings, get my if I can, if the watch supports it, get my blood pressure readings, all those cool things, right? Now, the Pixel Watch, which is gifted by the community, is one that I really love using, especially paired with my Google Pixel devices. The experience is just seamless. But I was given something by BTech Review, and I decided to try it out, and it cost 10 times less than this watch. Yet, it does about the same and even more than what this watch does. Now, of course, a lot of the fitness things has to do with Fitbit. So that would be on Fitbit side of certain things that the Pixel Watch lacks. But what I am actually referencing to is the GT20-Y13 smart/fitness tracker watch. And I got this from BTech, and you can find this, particularly the watch itself, for about $20, depending on where you're looking, right? If you go on like Temu, you'll probably find it for like 10 bucks. You go on Amazon or eBay or anything like that, you can find this between 9 to 10, right? And so just because of the price itself, a lot of us are going to assume straight out that this is a POS plastic toy, and that is furthest from the truth. Initially getting this and unboxing it on the live stream that I got, where I unboxed a lot of gifts sent to me from BTech Reviews. This was one of them. And when I first held it, the framing being metal had me off guard. I was like, whoa, a metal framed watch. Very nice. So I proceeded to want to test it out. And I decided to wear it for the last couple of days. I've been wearing it for the last couple of days to just kind of bring you guys this video. And I am seriously impressed what this watch can do. So first of all, is it touchscreen? Yes, it is. It is touchscreen. Secondly, does the crown, the watch crown have any functions? It has a function to wake the screen. That's really all that it does. It can rotate. You can rotate the crown, but it doesn't engage the screen itself. Everything is done by touch. Okay. This watch does have a ton of features, but there are some caveats to it. Number one is that it is IP67 water and dust resistant, according to some sites that I looked up the specs for this watch. I'm still a bit iffy about that. So I wouldn't recommend anybody like going swimming with this thing. Okay. I don't even go swimming with my Pixel Watch. Like, I tend to just keep it away from that type of environment. If it's a diver's watch, if it's divers rated, then yeah, of course, right? But IP67, IP68, to me, it's just like a little certification that it can take some splashes, but do not submerge it intentionally for long periods of time. All right, so one thing I'll say is the size of the watch, I really like it. I compared it to my Amazfit Bip U Pro, which I don't have mine anymore. I gave it to my daughter, but I have my other daughter's one. Hers is the pink one. And you can see by the size of it, I mean, the housing is nearly the same size, but the screen, I mean, there's a big bezel on this. I know people complain about bezels, so I'm not even going to get into that. But the screen on this one's much larger than on the Amazfit Bip U Pro. Like I said, it is touchscreen. And one of the cool things is when I unboxed it, it had a protective film that when I peeled it off, it revealed it has a screen protector already built on it. So I'm not going to remove that. I'm going to leave that on there and let it do its thing. Does it have a camera on it? No, it doesn't have a camera on it. So you're not going to be taking pictures like Dick Tracy with your smartwatch. But one thing it can do, which, my Pixel Watch can do also as well, is it can take phone calls. You can take phone calls from this. It does have a microphone on this side. I don't know how well the lighting is going to capture it. Maybe I should turn this lighting on. I don't know. Let's see if I can find a button for it. There we go. All right, let's see if it helps bring in the lighting. To find there's the microphone right there to the right of the crown. But you got a microphone right there. You got a speaker on this side. It's like right over here. Like underneath my nail right there, there's a small speaker. And that literally, this is like blinding me now. Hold on. But like, you can take phone calls with this watch, so that's nice to have, right? It's a little bit wonky because obviously, you know, it's not Android based, so it's not Android Wear. It's not, you know, like Wear OS. Obviously, it's not an Apple Watch. It has its own proprietary software on here, and I mean, the software is okay to some degree. There's just, you know, there's certain things that I find that's a little bit finicky about this watch. One of it is that when you have this thing Bluetooth paired to any smartphone, the plus side of it is that you can pair it to multiple phones. Now, it's not going to run multiple phones connected to it, but you can pair multiple phones. So if you're someone like me that carries multiple devices, it's a simple thing of binding it one time to each of your phones, and then whatever phone you're going to use, have the Bluetooth on, it'll connect to it. You're golden. Downside to it is that you have to pair it twice. So you're going to bind the watch to the app, which the app is found in the Play Store, and it's called HRY Fine or something like that. It's a very generic, you know, app, but it does give you a lot of good readings. So let's see. Oh wait, I didn't run it on that phone. Let me grab the iPhone here since it's already installed on the iPhone. But let's see. Yeah, HRY Fine. This is the companion app for this watch, and gives you a lot of readings on it. But yeah, you would have to bind this to the app first, and then you would have to bind it by Bluetooth to the phone itself for notifications. And then of course with the iPhone, it's a little bit more wonky on it. Like, you got to get in there and really kind of mess with settings. If you're familiar with iOS, you'll know exactly how to do that and make it to where your audio doesn't come from the speaker, because that's what happens. On Android, it's very easy in the Bluetooth settings. When you see this, you'll see it twice, and it'll go by like Y13. You'll see two of those. One of those is actually the pairing of the phone to the watch itself, not the watch to the app. So in that setting is where you would go in, and if you don't want your media playing from the watch, you would toggle that off, but toggle on for phone calls. So that way, if you want to take phone calls from the watch, you can, but then when you play music, it's not going to come out of this squawk box. The speaker is not the greatest for audio. It's not the loudest. So if you're going to take a call from the watch, make sure your stereo deck in your car is turned off. If you're going to talk through your watch to take a phone call while driving, make sure a lot of side sounds are going to be off so you can actually hear your call. Otherwise, it's just not loud enough. So while it does have the feature that makes it handy, not the greatest. As far, like, if I compared it to the Pixel Watch is louder with audio on phone calls than this watch. But I'm glad to have it here. Now, one of the things that this watch has that my Pixel Watch cannot do with Fitbit, or even with its own software, is blood pressure. So, like, it can get my heart rate, the Pixel Watch can get my heart rate, but an actual blood pressure reading, right? This watch can do it. And I've been tracking my blood pressure just to kind of see how it is. And over the past couple of days, it's been about 113/87, 114/81. So, you know, you can track it very well. And it does have a sleep tracker as well. So it lets me know like how much sleep I'm getting. And I've been averaging about 9 hours of sleep the last couple of days since going hiking and getting into my exercise regimen and following that very, very strictly. So I was able, let's see, on the 11th of February, I got 8 hours and 38 minutes of sleep. And, you know, it literally tracked it. You can go back and take a look at your sleep readings. You can see your sleep duration, your rapid eye movement, your deep sleep, and your light sleep. So you can keep track of your sleep to make sure you're getting very good rest. Now, it has a glucose reading area, but it does not read your blood sugar from the watch itself. You got to manually enter that information in. But, you know, you got a ton of other really, really cool features. So another caveat that I don't like about the watch is that the watch faces are automatically like changeable. And what I mean by that is like normally you would like have to like long press. Like on this watch, I have to long press on it, and then it'll allow me to swipe to get watch faces. On this one, that's already there. You don't have to long press. You just swipe, and you just switch the watch faces so easily. And I don't like that because sometimes I'll accidentally hit that as a gesture and not mean to change the watch face, and then I got to go back and swipe it to get back to that. So I really wish they could have came with a different way to change the watch faces, much less also install third-party watch faces. I mean, that would have been pretty cool. I mean, the ones they have on here are not bad at all whatsoever. I mean, I like using this because it gives a little bit more information. But you got some, quirky ones like this little green analog design. You have this little anime with a, husband and wife. I guess I try to have like a girly one there for women. You have this plain old big clock style. You have this that has like a digital reading of like your steps and, calories burned and, your location. And it, this little fun one for kids, I guess you can say, little fun. I've seen this wallpaper on the Amazfit Bip U Pro, so I've seen it before. And then that's it. That's all you have as watch faces. And it's like, okay, it is what it is on that. When you swipe down, you're greeted with your quick settings. You got Bluetooth, flashlight, you got your exercise, you have your brightness levels, you have your menu setting to design like how you want your menus to look. And then you have music control right there. Now, if you go into menu, gives you these options right here. Okay. These options. And really it's, grid style, grid 9 style list. But like the one that I find so strange is this one. I don't know if I'm gonna butcher the name of it, but the gypsophilia or gypsophilia, whatever how they call it. The reason why I say it's weird is because when you swipe up to your menu, very Apple Watch-esque, and yes, these move. They move around. So you can swipe up, swipe down to see more. It doesn't, you can go diagonally. We all know where that comes from. However, this is where you would find a lot of the watch features, right? Like you would find, your exercise, your blood O2. I'm gonna take it off this because I really, really hate that design. So let me go back to my grid menu and I'm gonna go back to, let's just go to list, make it simple. Make it simple. Swiping up, I'll make it into this form. That's a lot easier to deal with. And you can just swipe up from like, different ones. Bluetooth music, you kind of get like your brightness, QR code, shutdown, your running, your climbing exercises, your heart rate, your blood pressure, your oxygen levels, the weather outside, stopwatch. You have all these different tools you can use in this smartwatch / fitness tracker. Like I said, it's more dedicated to fitness tracking, but also being a smartwatch. You get your notifications from any platform. You can choose different ones too as well. Let me go into, let me find settings real quick. There we go. Let's see. Is it in here? No, actually it's in the app itself. But like, inside the app, if you go, that's the other thing I don't like about the companion app, full of ads. Like that's ridiculous. But I guess that's how they keep it free to have all this stuff. But let's see, we go to device settings, and in here you would see like message notifications. Oh wait, the phone has to be paired to it. But basically, I don't have it paired to this one. I have it paired to another device right now. But basically what it allows you to do is choose like different notifications from like WeChat, your SMS messages, this is various different ones. So, so it's for $20, you get a lot of features. You get a lot of things it can do. It's really nice watch. And these, the watch bands. If you want to know where I got these watch bands from, I got it from my Amazfit Bip U Pro. So these watch bands actually fit this watch, and it fits this, the GT20 as well. I'll put this watch band on there, just keeping it, black and gray, very simplistic. I like the watch. I think it's, you could do a lot with it. I feel like that, you know, for $20, you're getting a whole lot here. So a lot of the caveats that I talked about, that's like me being someone that uses something like the Pixel Watch, comparing it to this. You know, of course, I will find things to complain about. But then you got to go back to how much this thing costs. It costs $20, right? This watch costs like, what, $349 when it came out, brand new. The Pixel Watch 2 is about that price, brand new. So $349 watch compared to this, a $20 watch. Build quality and everything is amazing for 20 bucks. And quite honestly, I wouldn't mind, and I don't mind at all, putting my Pixel Watch down and using this as my satellite to get notifications, because it works great, especially more with Android. It works great than with iOS. But that is my quick, well, not really quick, that is my review of the GT20-Y13. Very cheapy, but very awesome smartwatch fitness tracker. If you have any other questions that you guys would like to know about this watch, please leave it in the comment section. And when I do an update review on this, because I'm doing another video here in the next couple days, I'll have it out, where I'm actually going to test the fitness on this by doing my hiking and just letting you guys know if it's giving accurate readings for my fitness, my workout sessions and whatnot. So that video is coming later on this week. But an update review is going to come on this. And so if there's other things you want to know about this watch, please ask your question in the comment section of the video, and I will get that in that video for you, and definitely let you know when it comes out. But thanks for checking this video on the GT20. Peace.